Hallelujah.
All right, so we learned about the holiness of God, the sovereignty of God, the many attributes of God. We should be feeling really humble right now. The more that I learn about God, the more humble that I become. Because I realize that I'm not worthy of His grace. So I want to show something to you about Christ through all the scriptures. See, many people think that the God of the Old Testament is different than the God of the New Testament. And people in the United States, they think that the God of the Old Testament is a God of wrath. In the New Testament, He's a God of mercy. But we know that one God, the same God, wrote this book. Amen. Some of us might also wonder, why would a perfect God allow sin to come into the world? Think about how perfect it was in the beginning. And so I'm sure you've thought of it, I have. Why would He allow sin? So let's find out. In Hebrews 1, it says, long ago God spoke to the fathers by the prophets. At different times in different ways. In these last days, He has spoken to us through His Son. God has appointed Him heir of all things, and made the universe through Him. Catch that. Jesus made the universe. The Son is the radiance of God's glory, and His exact expression of His nature. Amen. Sustaining all things by the power of His word. And after making purification for sins, He sat down on the right hand in majesty on high. So number one, did you see? In the past He spoke through prophets. But today He speaks through His Son. John 1:1 says Jesus is the Word. How does God speak to us? Through His Son, who's the Word. The Bible was written down to reveal God to us. And to show us our sinfulness. And our need for Him. It's historical. But it's also about redemption. So you look in Genesis 1:1. And it says, in the beginning, God created. And so, it was in a perfect state. Adam and Eve were perfect.
Nyafazi yechusibwa.
No sin,
Uboni mbamo,
no sickness.
ubulwale mbamo.
The animals were in harmony with each other.
Chisangi chabasa chine kumulembe mbaya endu yukuti maniye mbwana mbwa yati maniye talangita.
So they were perfect in a lot of ways.
Yaba baline bukwarafu ne bulala mungira chingali.
But they were also perfectly comfortable.
Nekali baba nende bukwichufu we kumulembe.
See, they knew God,
Bamanya we,
but they didn't know all of his attributes.
lakini se bamanya kama zinakeweta.
If everything's perfect,
Kama kuline sindu sisichufu.
you wouldn't understand his wrath.
So nyala wamanya libi maria siota.
If everything is perfect,
Kama sindu sila inis.
and you don't need to know his wrath,
Se wenya marasa wenya umanya libi maria siota.
you can't fully understand his grace.
So nyala wamanya sisa siota.
And so, imagine if you have not experienced thirst.
Yoro minya fasi mboko. Ya habere bali soline bulesi ata.
You cannot understand what it means to have. You wouldn't understand how wonderful it is to have that glass of water.
Ko ya bali soline bulesi ata.
Until
Tena kubolera bali kama ichi kama rayu nyala wakamanya.
Until you have experienced that thirst.
Pako banende bulesia wanywa kumechi nonene balomba bali kamechi kamarayi nomanyo lingali kamarayi.
When you have no water, you are more grateful for that water when you have it, right?
No tamba kamechi malolene bulesi ngonyola kamechi nobone busanga fole wele wanje tabale benanyola kumechi.
God decrees things to be.
Wele aromalomanga bindu kubao.
Meaning he'll allow things to take place.
Theokesa liniyo fukiriranga sindu na bulebene syabao.
Even the sinful actions of man.
Hata bise bye buboni bwe babantu.
Man is responsible for their sins.
We omundu niyo olire kano,
but God knows the end result.
Lakini wele amanyire ekumalirika ngalika akolari sicha kulonda ko silala siwera amanyire.
Because he's using all things for our good and for his glory.
Na kubera wera arumikiranga bindu byosi mu kubera bulayi bwefwe n'eruyalirwe.
So Adam and Eve, when they sinned,
abantu bakali bamanya bali bakolire buboni.
They realized that they were naked. And so they tried to cover themselves with leaves. This is the first act of a man trying to work out his salvation, work for his salvation. He thought he could cover up his sins. But then God comes into the garden. Knowing what happened, and he says, what have you done? Why are you hiding? And so what did God do? He killed an animal and he clothed them with the skin of the animal. Because man can't clothe themselves. Think about what? He sacrificed an animal.
Amen.
In the New Testament, Jesus sacrifices himself to cover our sins. We see Christ from Genesis. There's these things called types or shadows of things to come. And when he covered them in verse 15 of chapter 3 of Genesis, he says, I will put hostility between you and the woman, and between your offspring and her offspring. And he will strike your head and you will strike his heel. He was speaking to the serpent. Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Watch your camera. Sorry. Okay, I'm good actually now. So he was speaking to the serpent.
Kamorera ende mwariari.
And so what he was saying there was Jesus was coming,
Kamorari Yesu alikokecha.
and he was going to strike the head of the Satan.
Mara alikocha kupa kumurwe kwa sitani.
He was going to defeat him.
Mara acha kumukaya.
And so, if we look into Luke chapter 24, and this is after Jesus has risen from the dead.
Kristo Kenya Hope.
And then chapter 24, verse 44, Jesus says this. These are my words that I spoke to you while I was still with you. Now listen to this. It's about the Bible. That everything written about me in the law of Moses and the prophets and the Psalms must be fulfilled. Jesus just declared that everything was written about him in the book of Moses, the Old Testament.
Na Yesu aromaromari buri sindu siziandikwa kuniye kurondakana nende endakane khare ya Musa nende bangosi icha kukabilika.
And then if you look into Isaiah 53,
na kurona muzitavizia Isaiah kumulyango kwa 53,
it starts out like this.
Siroma siri.
Now this was written 700 years before Jesus came to the earth.
Akano kaandikwa kimyaka ile busaba Yesu na hasarwata.
Who has believed what we have heard?
Nanu osubirani ko hurumaruma.
And to whom has the arm of the Lord has been revealed?
Ni nanu ni kumukono kwa wele kukulibwe.
He grew up before him like a young plant.
Kachwa ngabura iwene kumulongoro ne kwamana na kumutoro.
Like a root out of the dry ground.
Ngabura iwene lusia asiwe kumwe sibala na meliro balililio.
Now this is the only description we have of Jesus' way he looked. He didn't have an impressive form or majesty that should look at him. No appearance that we would desire him. He was despised and rejected by men. A man of suffering who knew what sickness was. He was like someone people turned away from. He was despised and we didn't value him. Think about it. 700 years before Jesus came, Isaiah prophesied about him. It later goes on to say, it says this, but he was pierced because of our rebellion, crushed because of our iniquities. Punishment for our peace was on him, and we were healed by his wounds. Now people often twist that verse. They were talking about sins. He heals us from our sins. And then if you look at Psalms 22, starting with the first verse. Now you're talking about hundreds and hundreds of years before Jesus came. And it says this, my God, why have you abandoned me? Why are you so far from my deliverance and from my words of groaning? And then if you flip to Matthew chapter 27. Listen to the words. This is now Jesus on the cross. Verse 45. From noon until 3 in the afternoon, darkness came over the whole land. About 3 in the afternoon, Jesus cried out with a loud voice, my God, why have you abandoned me?
sina zikira ne undekhile
Same exact words spoken in Psalms 22.
ero mungene yobusanga bulaibwene neli musitabu syekho syasye chingano.
Then we can go look in the book of John.
Akujeko musitabu sya Yohana kubona aromalis
In chapter 19.
Yohana 19
And in verse 30.
mustari kwa 30.
Now see, Sean had talked about his attributes.
Musale shoni kama kuloma mahunga akikweka masina kawe.
He mentioned about no man is good.
Kama kuloma liwali mbao mundu
We're
lumulaita.
all sinners.
Twezi kuli babuni.
And so we needed grace.
Nono kwenye kanasisa syawe.
And Jesus came and he lived a life we could not live.
Kristo keja kamenya limenya niye ifo kunyala kanyala kwamenya ta.
33 years on this earth.
Kimyaka 33 kuzibala kuno.
He was truly man.
Kaba zo mundu ngewe.
He was truly God.
Kaba za wele mubungali.
He was truly man so that he could be our high priest to make the sacrifice.
Mungali musa kaba mundu mbok abe kohani mkhuru nekola na huru sya
He
sisa.
was truly God so that God could save us from his own wrath.
Kaba za bungali mbo wele niye nyomba huwa niye fo kuamana na lili maliyewe.
We were slaves to sin.
Fo kwa baba webe buboni.
Jesus paid the price.
Lakini Yesu Kristo warunga.
We deserved his wrath.
Kwenye kanalili maliawele sikhalakilo.
Jesus on the cross bore that
Yesu
wrath.
musalaba wakuonia lili malia Kristo warunga.
The agony he endured was the wrath of God.
Lili malio kakuyeta kakurusya mwili maliawe.
And then in verse 30 of chapter 19 of John,
Mustari kwa 30 kusitabu sya 19 sya Yohana.
it says, when Jesus had received the sour wine, he said,
Yesu Kristo kalumari.
it is finished.
Kawele.
Means every single plan that he had made from the beginning to reveal
Ko buli sindu buli buboni buli butinyu buli bele kungake kwo Kristo warungire mara warusisi obusino kwiwe oline kumulembe.
to reveal the attributes of God,
Kufunula kama sina kawele kulinga kali.
to reveal our sinfulness,
Kuwikula buboni bwefe ngabufwana.
and reveal the grace of God
Kuwikula sisa syawele kungake kwefe kusibona.
was completed at the cross.
Yamalilisiwa kumusala.
Amen.
It was finished.
Kawa kali yomusala.
But you know that was also found in Zechariah.
Kama wakena akoko itanundo kukanyola musitabu sya Zakaria.
Zechariah chapter 12 verse
Zakaria 12 zilomase.
verse 10.
Mustari kwa 10.
And it talks about Jesus in Zechariah.
Zakaria alomana ba Kristo.
Then I will pour out my spirit
Mana ndale kula roho wange.
of grace and power in the house of David
Kwesisane kamani bise bya Yohana ya Daudi.
and the residents of Jerusalem,
Nende baba menywa ba Yerusalemu.
and they will look at me whom they pierced.
Ne bali handolele babone oyoyo niye babuna kama fumo.
So think about this also. Remember the story of Joseph.
Lolele kama wakano wa mahu historia hulukano la Yusufu.
And the coat of many colors.
Nekaba nende enguwe yechirangi chinga.
His brothers sold him to slavery.
Awanda bamukusya kubandu babame Misiri.
And he rises up in power in Egypt.
Mara wenyo hawora na kuba omwami chindalo cha Farao.
And then when his brothers realize that they're going to starve to death,
Mara bawanda yenga bona mundalo chenjale ngalembo bona andile hata kufwa.
they go to Egypt
Bacha ebu Misiri.
only to find that their brother that they sold to slavery is now second in command.
Basi babonga bona yenga bali kuba kula bya kulya obakuza yino hane wanda yeniye bakusya.
And Joseph said to him, what you have used for evil, God has used for good.
Nono Yusufu baba borera aliko niko mwanje kombera kama mayanu wele wakangona kaba kama rai bonano mwanje orabya kulya.
So we see God decreeing that Joseph is going to be saved.
Kurora Kristo namo wele na mora ali Yusufu acha kuonesibwa.
Man is being sinful and they sell him to slavery,
Humani jambo omundu alumuone maracha kuba omuboye obuboni.
only to fulfill the plan of God
Hukuchusya kumupango kwa wele
to save people from starvation.
huoni abantu kukwambana na munjara.
But think about it, if his brothers would have died in starvation,
Hebulira oliko yakabere babo wandaye bafwa kubere njala.
one of them was named Judah.
Mulalaho kama bali Yuda.
And Judah was the lineage that Jesus came through.
nono Yuda niye lungafulo niwe Kristo kasarwamo.
If Judah would have died from starvation,
Yuda kahafwire munjala,
the lineage of Jesus would have ceased.
nono kumwombe kwa Kristo kwa kusalo kwa habere ota.
Everything from Genesis
Bulisino kuamana na sitabuzie kuranga
points to Christ.
yosibi huiraza chingana chefa ku Kristo.
See, the New Testament is concealed in the Old.
Enda kana imbia evangeli elimbo yafunikibwa kuamana na nende enda kana hali.
And the Old Testament is revealed in the New.
Ne enda kana hali efunulibwa mu enda kana imbia.
This is the beauty of the gospel.
Ona ulibula iwe evangeli.
See, if you look at what the law was,
nono nenda asu wako.
the law was meant to show us our sinfulness.
It
was meant to show us that we cannot obey this law perfectly. It was much more than just the 10 Commandments. There was over 600 laws. But as we see even in the 10 Commandments, that Jesus said, if you get angry, you kill someone. So we know that we all are lawbreakers. And so everything in the Old Testament, the priests and the sacrifices and everything were pointing to Christ. And so in Hebrews chapter 10, verse 11, says this: every priest stands day after day ministering and offering the same sacrifices. Time after time, which can never take away the sins. But this man, Jesus, after offering one sacrifice for sins forever, sat down at the right hand of God. He is now waiting